This is WEHS. And now the BBC is proud to present the brand new radio drama series, The Death of Mary, Queen of Scots. Part 1, The Beginning.
You are Mary, Queen of Scots?
I am!
I think she's dead.
No, I'm not!
And now for something completely different.
A new dramatic interpretation of a specially curated selection of notable literary pieces written and originally performed by 4 classically trained Englishmen, 1 Welsh medievalist and 1 strange American. That was episode 2 of The Death of Mary, Queen of Scots, adapted for the radio by Bernard Hollywood and Brian London. And now the radio will explode.
Oh dear, we'll have to watch the television then.
Yes.
Well, what's on the television then?
Looks like a penguin.
No. I didn't mean what's on the television set. I meant what program.
Oh. Funny that penguin being there, isn't it?
What's it doing there?
Standing.
I can see that. If it lays an egg, it'll fall behind the television set.
We'll have to watch for that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's male.
Ooh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, it looks fairly butch.
Maybe it comes from next door.
Penguins don't come from next door. They come from the Antarctic.
Burma!
Why did you say Burma?
I panicked.
Oh. Maybe it's from the zoo.
Which zoo?
How should I know which zoo? I'm not Dr. Flippin' Bernofsky.
How does Dr. Bernofsky know which zoo it came from?
He knows everything.
Ooh, I wouldn't like that. That'd take all the mystery out of life. Anyway, if it came from the zoo, it'd have property of the zoo stamped on it.
No, it wouldn't. They don't stamp animals property of the zoo. You couldn't stamp a huge lion.
They stamp them when they're small.
What happens when they molt?
Lions don't molt.
No, but penguins do. There, I've run rings around you logically.
Forget about the penguin!
Hello, well, it's just after 8 o'clock and time for the penguin on top of your television set to explode.
How did he know that was gonna happen?
It was an inspired guess. And now...
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
I see. Well, do you want to have just one argument, or were you thinking of taking a course?
Well, what would be the cost?
Well, it's $20 for a 5-minute argument, but only $100 for a course of 10.
Well, I think it's probably best if I start with the 1 and then see how it goes from there, okay?
Fine, I'll see who's free at the moment. Mr. DeBakey's free, but he's a little bit conciliatory. Ah, yes, try Miss Bernard, room 12.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Well, I was told outside
Don't give me that, you snotty-faced heap of parrot droppings.
What?
Shut your festering trap, you twit. Your type makes me puke. You vacuous, toffee-nosed, malodorous pervert.
Look, I came here for an argument.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is abuse.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no, you want room 12A, next door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at all. Idiot.
Is this the right room for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I'm telling you, I did.
You did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
Oh, just the 5 minutes.
Just the 5 minutes. Thank you. Anyway, I did.
You most certainly did not.
Now let's get one thing quite clear. I most definitely told you.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
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 No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
Look, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
It is.
It is not.
You just contradicted me.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, no, no.
You did, just then.
Nonsense.
Oh, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
An argument isn't just contradiction.
Well, it can be.
No, it can't. An argument is a connected series of statements intended to establish a proposition.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It isn't just contradiction.
Look, if I argue with you, I must take up a contrary position.
Yes, but it isn't just saying no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. Argument is an intellectual process. Contradiction is just the automatic gainsaying of anything the other person says.
It is not.
It is.
Not at all.
Now look.
Thank you, that's it.
What?
That's it. Good morning.
But I was just getting interested.
I'm sorry, the 5 minutes is up.
That was not 5 minutes just now.
I'm afraid it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to argue anymore.
What?
If you want me to go on arguing, you'll have to pay for another 5 minutes.
But that was not 5 minutes just now. Oh, come on. Oh, this is ridiculous.
I told you, I'm not allowed to argue unless you pay.
Oh, all right. There you are.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, what?
that wasn't 5 minutes just now.
I told you, I'm not allowed to argue unless you've paid.
I just paid.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
I don't want to argue about that.
Well, I'm very sorry, but you didn't pay.
Well, if I didn't pay, why are you arguing? Aha! Gotcha.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing in my spare time.
I've had enough of this.
No, you haven't.
Oh, shut up. Complaints department? I want to complain.
You want to complain? Look at these shoes. I've only had them 3 weeks and the heels are worn right through.
No, I want to complain about...
If you complain, nothing happens. So you might as well not bother.
Oh.
My back hurts. It's not a very fine day and I'm sick and tired of this office.
Hello, I want to... Oh!
No, no, no. Hold your head like this, then go wah. Try it again.
Ah!
Better, but wah, wah. Put your hand there.
No!
Now.
Wah!
Good, good. That's it.
Stop hitting me!
What?
Stop hitting me!
Stop hitting you?
Yes!
Well, what'd you come in here for then?
I wanted to complain.
Oh, no, that's next door. It's being hit on the head lessons in here.
What a stupid concept.
Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of sound. Yes, yes, the sound of a common household ant, magnified 300,000 times. And now, the sound of a tiny cockroach sneezing, magnified 60 million times. See how it frightened the ant. Ah! Caught my finger in the drawer there. Even the sound of a fly picking its nose, magnified only 75,000 times, frightens the ant. And the tiny woodlouse as well. Ah, the chair.
Shut up!
Sorry! Now listen to this. The sound of an African anteater rubbing Vicks on its chest. Wow! Hey, isn't that exciting? And...
Shut up!
Sorry! But can a black ant get hold of Vicks Vapor Rub? Well, no, but it can ask a friend to get some. Listen to this. Magnified 92,000 times, the sound of a vicious Afghan panther lizard visiting the pharmacist. Isn't nature wonderful? And now, a herd of zebras visiting the same pharmacist to ask for something for the weekend. And finally, finally, some eye drops being bought in a pharmacy just down the street by a Bengal tiger. Hey, he's biting the ants and the zebra. They trampled the woodlouse. Oh, the cat!
Shut up!
Sorry!
Shut up!
Sorry!
And now, the Sergeant Major.
Now, I've noticed a tendency for this program to get rather silly. Now, I do my best to keep things moving along, but I'm not having things getting silly. Those first two sketches got very silly indeed, and that last one about the animals was even sillier. Now, nobody likes a good laugh more than I do, except perhaps my wife and some of her friends. Oh yes, and Captain Johnson. Come to think of it, most people like a good laugh more than I do, but that's beside the point. Now, let's have a good, clean, healthy outdoor sketch. Get some air into your lungs. 10, 9, 8, and all that.
Still no sign of land. How long is it?
33 days, sir.
33 days.
We can't go on much longer, sir. We haven't eaten since the 5th day.
We're done for. We're done for.
Shut up, modeling. We've just got to keep hoping. Someone may find us.
How are we feeling, Captain?
Not too good. I feel so weak.
We can't hold out much longer.
Listen, chaps, there's still a chance. I'm done for. I've got a gammy leg, and I'm going fast. I'll never get through, but some of you might. So, you'd better eat me.
Eat you, sir?
Yes, eat me.
Ugh, with a gammy leg?
You needn't eat the leg, Thompson. There's still plenty of good meat. Look at that arm.
It's not just the leg, sir.
What do you mean?
Well, sir, it's just that...
Why don't you want to eat me?
I'd rather eat William, sir.
So would I, sir.
I see.
Then that's decided. Everyone's gonna eat me.
Well...
What, sir?
Go ahead, please. But I won't...
Oh, nonsense, sir. You're starving. Tuck in.
No, it's not that.
What's the matter with William, sir?
Well, he's not kosher.
That depends how we kill him, sir.
Yes, that's true. But to be perfectly frank, I like my meat a little more lean. I'd rather eat Hodges.
Oh, well, all right.
I still prefer Williams.
I wish you'd all stop bickering and eat me.
Look, I tell you what. Those who want to can eat Williams, and you, sir, can have my leg. And we'll make some stock from the captain, and then we'll have Williams cold for supper.
Hello,
I
good
was thinking about
idea.
Hodges in the morning.
Hello. As a naval officer, I abhor the implication that the Royal Navy is a haven for cannibalism. It is well known that we now have the problem relatively under control, and that it is the RAF who now suffer the highest casualties in this area. Yours, etc., Captain B.J. Smedgwick, in a white wine sauce with shallots, mushrooms, and garlic.
Very passable, isn't it? Very passable.
Right, all right.
Right.
Good glass of Chateau Chancellor, isn't it?
Oh, you're right there, Obadiah.
Right.
Who would have thought 30 years ago we'd all be sitting here drinking Chateau de Chastelet, huh?
Yep.
Them days, we were glad to have the price of a cup of coffee.
Right. A cup of cold coffee.
Right.
Without milk or sugar.
Or coffee.
And a cracked cup and all.
Oh, we never used to have a cup. We used to have to drink out of a rolled up newspaper.
Best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damp cloth.
But you know, we were happy in those days, although we were poor.
Because we were poor.
Right.
My old dad used to say to me, money doesn't bring you happiness, son.
He was right.
Right?
I was happier then, and I had nothing. We used to live in this tiny old tumble-down house with great big holes in the roof.
House? You were lucky to live in a house. We used to live in one room, all 26 of us. No furniture. Half the floor was missing. We were all huddled together in one corner of fear of falling.
You were lucky to have a room. We used to have to live in the corridor.
Oh, we used to dream of living in a corridor. Would have been a palace to us. We used to live in an old water tank in the city dump. We all woke up every morning by having a load of rotten fish dumped all over us. House, huh?
Well, when I say a house, it was just a hole in the ground, covered by a tarp. But it was a house to us.
We were evicted from our hole in the ground. We had to go and live in a lake.
You were lucky to have a lake. There were 150 of us living in a shoebox in the middle of the road.
A cardboard box?
Yep.
You were lucky. We lived for 3 months in a rolled-up newspaper in a septic tank. We used to have to get up every morning at 6 o'clock and clean the newspaper, go to work down at the mill, 14 hours a day, week in, week out, for 6 cents a week. And when we got home, our dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Luxury. We used to have to get up out of the lake at 3 o'clock in the morning, clean the lake, eat a handful of hot gravel, work 20 hours a day at the mill for 2 cents a month, come home, and Dad would beat us around the head and neck with a broken bottle, if we were lucky.
Well, of course, we had it tough. We used to have to get out of the shoebox in the middle of the night and lick the road clean with our tongues. We had to eat half a handful of freezing cold gravel, work 24 hours a day at the mill for 4 cents every 6 years. And when we got home, our dad would slice us in two with a bread knife.
Right. I had to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before I went to bed, eat a lump of cold poison, work 29 hours a day down at the mill, and pay the mill owner for permission to come to work. And when we got home, our dad would kill us and dance on our graves, singing hallelujah.
Ah, and you try to tell the young people of today that? They won't believe you.
Hey.
No, sir, they will not.
We got witch! We have found a witch. May we burn her?
How do you know she is a witch?
She looks like one.
Yeah. Bring her forward.
I'm not a witch, I'm not a witch.
But you are dressed as one.
They dressed me up like this.
Cool.
And this isn't my nose, it's a false one.
Well,
we did do the nose.
the nose.
And the hat. But she is a witch.
Did you dress her up like this?
No,
of course not.
Well, yeah, a
Yes.
bit, yeah.
Yes, a bit.
A bit.
She has got a wart.
What makes you think she is a witch?
Well, she turned me into a newt.
A newt.
I got better.
Burn her anyway.
Quiet. There are ways of telling whether she is a witch.
What are they?
Do they hurt?
Tell me, what do you do with witches?
Burn them!
And what do you burn apart from witches?
More witches!
Wood.
So, why do witches burn?
But because they're made of wood.
Good.
Oh,
yeah.
Makes
Okay.
sense. So, how do we tell whether she is made of wood?
Build a bridge out of her.
Ah, but can you not also make bridges out of stone?
Oh, yeah.
Does wood sink in water?
No.
It floats. It floats.
Throw her into the pond.
The pond!
The pond.
What also floats in water?
Bread.
Apples.
Very small rocks.
Cider.
Gravy.
Cherries.
Mud.
Churches.
Lead.
A duck.
Ooh. Exactly. So, logically,
If she weighs the same as a duck, she's made of wood.
and therefore,
She's a witch.
A witch.
All right, all of you, stop that sketch. I think it's silly.
What?
It's silly.
What do you mean? You can't stop it. It's a memorable scene from a beloved cult film.
That doesn't make any difference to the listeners at home, does it? Come on, get out. Out. Come on, out, all of you. Go, get off. Go on, all of you. Go on, move.
The restaurant sketch.
It's nice here, isn't it?
Oh, very good restaurant. 3 stars, you know.
Really?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam. And may I say, what a pleasure it is to see you here again, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Well, there you are, dear. Have a look there. Anything you like. The bouffe en croûte is fantastic.
Oh, if I may suggest, ma'am, the pheasant à la reine. The sauce is one of the chef's most famous creations.
That sounds good. Anyway, just have a look. Take your time. By the way, I've got a bit of a dirty fork. Could you get me another one?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it's nothing. I've got a fork a little bit dirty. Could you get me another one? Thank you.
Oh, ma'am, I do apologize.
Oh, no need to apologize. It doesn't worry me.
Oh, no, I do apologize. I will fetch the head waiter immediately.
Oh, there's no need to do that.
Oh, no. I'm sure the head waiter will want to apologize to you himself. I will fetch him at once.
Well, you certainly get good service here.
They really look after you, yes.
Excuse me, monsieur and madame. Let me see the fork. It's filthy, Madeleine. Find out who washed this and fire them immediately.
Oh, no.
Better still, we can't afford to take any chances. Fire the entire washing up staff.
No, look, I don't want to make any trouble.
Oh, no, please, no trouble. It's quite right that you should point these things out. Madeleine, tell the manager what has happened immediately.
Oh, no, I don't want to cause any fuss.
Please, it's no fuss. I quite simply wish to ensure that nothing interferes with your complete enjoyment of the meal.
Oh, I'm sure it won't. It was only a dirty fork.
I know, and I'm sorry, bitterly sorry, but I know that no apologies I can make can alter the fact that in our restaurant, you've been given a dirty, filthy, smelly piece of cutlery.
It wasn't smelly.
It was smelly and obscene and disgusting, and I hate it. I hate it. Nasty, grubby, dirty, mingy, scrubby little fork. Oh.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam. I'm the manager. I've only just heard. May I sit down?
Yes, of course.
I want to apologize humbly, deeply, and sincerely about the fork.
Oh, please, it's only a tiny spot. I couldn't see it.
You're good, kind, fine people for saying that, but I can see it. To me, it's like a mountain, a vast bowl of pus.
It's not as bad as that.
It gets me. Right here. I can't give you any excuses for it. I've been meaning to spend more time in the restaurant recently, but I haven't been too well. Things aren't going very well back there. The poor cook's son has been put away again, and poor old Miss Dalrymple, who does the washing up, can hardly move her poor fingers. And then there's Gilberto's war wound. But they're good people, and they're kind people, and together we were beginning to get over this dark patch. There was light at the end of the tunnel. Now this.
Can I get you some water?
It's the end of the road!
Oh, here comes the cook.
Why does he have a meat cleaver?
You monsters! You vicious, heartless monsters! Look what you've done to him! He's worked his fingers to the bone to make this place what it is, and you come in with your petty, feeble quibbling, and you grind him into the dirt. This fine, honorable man whose boots you are not worthy to kiss. Oh, it makes me mad! Mad!
Easy, Mungo, easy. Mungo! The war wound! The wound!
This is the end. The end?
He stabbed himself with the fork. They've destroyed him. He's dead. They killed him.
No, Mungo! Never kill a customer! Oh, the wounds!
And now, the punchline.
Lucky we didn't say anything about the dirty knife.
Blood, devastation, death, war, and horror.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Blood, Devastation, Death, War, and Horror. And later on, we'll be meeting a man who does gardening. But first on the show, we've got a man who speaks entirely in anagrams.
Tatsi Kriukt.
Do you enjoy it?
I stom certainly odd. Revi Jumso.
And what's your name?
Hamrag. Hamrag Yatlarot.
Well, Graham, nice to have you on the show. Now, where do you come from?
Bumcreland.
Cumberland?
Stat it's Pricely.
And I believe you're working on an anagram version of Shakespeare.
Say, Tatsi Kriukt. Tat the Minimat. I'm working on The Mating of the Wersh.
The Mating of the Wersh by William Shakespeare?
Say, by Malawi Pearshake.
And what else?
Two Nettlemen of Verona. 12th Thing. The Chamberlain of Venice.
Have you done Hamlet?
Thamel. Beat or Bartniat. Tath is the nest koi.
And what is your next project?
Ring Kitchard the Thrid.
I'm sorry?
A shrow, my dinkum for a shrow.
Oh, Ring Kitchard, yes. But surely that's not an anagram, that's a spoonerism.
If you're gonna split hairs, I'm gonna leave.
And now for something completely different.
Hello, I wish to register a complaint. Hello, miss.
What do you mean, miss?
I'm sorry, I have a cold. I wish to make a complaint.
I'm sorry, we're closing for lunch.
Never mind that, my boy. I wish to complain about this parrot that I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it, my boy. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
Look, I know a dead parrot when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
No, he's not dead. He's resting. Remarkable bird, the Norwegian blue, isn't it? Beautiful plumage.
The plumage doesn't enter into it. It's stone dead.
No. He's resting.
All right then. If he's resting, I'll wake him up. Hello, Mr. Polly Parrot. I've got a lovely fresh cuddle fish for you if you show.
There, he moved.
No, he didn't. That was you hitting the cage.
I never.
Yes, you did.
I never did anything.
Hello, Polly. Testing. This is your 9 o'clock alarm call. Now that's what I call a dead parrot.
No. He's stunned.
Stunned?
Yeah. You stunned him just as he was waking up. Norwegian blue stun easily.
Now look, I've had enough of this. That parrot is definitely deceased. And when I purchased it, not half an hour ago, you assured me that its total lack of movement was due to it being tired and worn out following a prolonged squawk.
Well, he's, probably pining for the fjords.
Pining for the fjords? What kind of talk is that? Look, why did he fall flat on his back the moment I got him home?
The Norwegian blue prefers keeping on its back. Remarkable bird, isn't it? Lovely plumage.
Look, I took the liberty of examining that parrot when I got it home, and I discovered the only reason that it had been sitting on its perch in the first place was that it had been nailed there.
Well, of course it was nailed there. If I hadn't nailed that bird down, it would have muscled up to those bars, bent them apart with its beak, and boom!
Boom! Son, this bird wouldn't boom if you had put 4 million volts through it. He is demised.
No, he's pining.
He's not pining, he's passed on. This parrot is no more. He has ceased to be. He's expired and gone to meet his maker. He's a stiff, bereft of life. He rests in peace. If you hadn't nailed him to the perch, he'd be pushing up the daisies. His metabolic processes are now history. He's off the twig, belly up. He's curled up his tootsies. He's kicked the bucket, shuffled off this mortal coil, run down the curtain, and joined the choir invisible. This is an ex-parrot.
Well, I'd better replace it then. Sorry, ma'am. I had a look around the back of the shop and we are right out of parrots.
I see. I get the picture.
I got a slug.
Does it talk?
Not really.
Well, it's hardly a replacement, is it?
I don't have to do this job, you know.
I beg your pardon?
I'm a qualified brain surgeon. I only do this job because I like being my own boss.
Excuse me, this is irrelevant, isn't it?
It might be.
I'm not prepared to pursue my line of inquiry any longer, as I think this is getting too silly.
Quite agree. Too silly. Far too silly. You've all been warned. That's it. Shut it all down.
The preceding material, with the exception of some slight alterations for the purposes of Bowdlerization and Americanization, was originally written and performed by the members of Monty Python: Graham Chapman, R.I.P., Terry Jones, R.I.P., John Cleese, Eric Idle, Michael Palin, and Terry Gilliam, the American one who makes all the strange films. This recording was performed by Alex Brignan, Parker Carver, Yadira Serda, Lucas Dunlap, Stephen Hoffman, Haley Jenkins, Michael Johnson, Lilac Lees, Jojo McAnally, Rhodey Meyer, Miguel Sanchez, Brennan Snipes, and Kelly Strickland. It was directed by Michael Johnson, and the production manager was Haley Pruitt.
This is WEHS,